Jeff McManus. Some sexy teachers in the crowd and some metalheads. I fucking love it. I see an Old Bridge Metal Militia shirt over there. Fucking rock on. So yeah, I was feeling a little bit under the weather before I came here. I was on WebMD checking my symptoms instead of health insurance. And while I was doing that, I realized that they have the option to specify whether you're checking for yourself or a friend. Which I guess is great news for people worried about their computer thinking they have an STD. So where's the logic in that? So yeah, I saw something the other day that pissed me off. Might be me, I tend to overthink things. I was at Vintage Vinyl, which is right down the road. Yeah. I walked in and I saw the 12-12-12 CD, which is the Sandy Relief Benefit Concert. I'm from East Brunswick, so that hit really close. Awesome. So I was really interested to see what Jersey talent lent a hand to raise some money. You should definitely pick that album up if you want to hear Jersey boys like Springsteen play Born to Run, and Bon Jovi play Who Said You Can't Go Home. FEMA, John. I think FEMA said we couldn't go home. Tactless bastard. You're from Jersey, man. So I suffer from depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, etc. I choose not to take prescription medication for it due to personal beliefs. I believe I can't afford insurance. So I try to do what I can do to control that. So usually I maintain my company very well. You could always find me hanging around with way more depressing people. For the same reason that girls befriend uglier girls. It's just important to look good by comparison. But I made the mistake of going rogue the other day. I ran into this girl that I never made it past friendship with, mainly for the reason that she oozes optimism and motivational banter. And on top of all that, her name is Joy. I want to fucking strangle her. I made the mistake of asking Joy how her day was going. You ever do that? You ever engage someone in conversation and immediately go, I should have just nodded and kept walking? I made that mistake. I asked her how her day was going. So she proceeded to tell me that she was on her way to a 12-hour shift at the hospital. She had just volunteered at the animal shelter, and she donated blood. Then that bitch had the audacity to ask me how my day was going. Well, Joy, this is the first time I'm seeing sunlight in 3 days. I just jerked off for the second time today. And I watched 27 consecutive episodes of Pawn Stars on Netflix. You win. Joy and I don't talk so much anymore. I do believe that we're all products of the conditions that we are conceived in, born in, and brought up in. Unfortunately for me, that's a total strikeout. I was conceived when my mom was 37. That is really testing the limits for the biological clock. Thankfully, I was born healthy. Gestation period went fine. I was a little bit spoiled as a baby. Not in the conventional sense. I think the actual egg I came from was a little bit spoiled. The birthing process didn't go so smooth. I was actually the first baby boy to be born with the umbilical cord around his neck. It was my own doing. Saw a chance and I fucking took it. Doctors were baffled by my fine motor skills at such a young age. Growing up me was no fun either. My dad split when I was 8. My father figures include Mufasa from The Lion King and James Hetfield from Metallica. So think them if you see them on the road anywhere. My mom was awarded sole custody of me after the divorce, and I say it like that because she actually took my soul. Yeah, she had me when she was 37. I'm 26 now, so that would make her almost dead. I was born Jewish, 100%. I don't practice, I'm just a carrier. But it is really crazy that I find how it's influenced my taste in women. I can't date a Jew. It's not even by choice, it's just sheer laws of physics. It's like two magnets of the same polarity, just no attraction. But it's a really tricky thing to manage. You can't always tell what religion someone practices just by looking at them. So you train yourself to pick up on the nuances. Take, for example, this girl I used to date. After the 4th or 5th date, I walked her to her door and I said, hey baby, you want to play just the tip? And she replied, yeah, but 18% tops. I guess it's a bit of a thing, right? Late laughter isn't laughter. Yeah, so despite my better judgment, we continued to see each other for a couple more months, and wouldn't you know it, she caught me by surprise. We were out for dinner, she took me by the hand, and she said, "John, meeting you was my destiny." I did it for me. I dumped her. That's a really shitty destiny. I need someone with a much brighter future. Even I have my standards. But I am dating a girl now. Things are going much better. She says things like, "I love you" and "I believe in you." I'm doing my best to see past things like that. We've been dating for just under a year now. We had a serious talk the other day, which ultimately led to me saying, "Sweetheart, I would love to put a baby inside you." As excited as she got when I said that, she was terrified when I started making the incision. A really literal guy, I'll say. While writing that last joke, I actually did some research and found out that you can be charged with a crime called woman slaughter. By definition, same exact crime as manslaughter, but since the victim is a woman, it earns you 30% less jail time. It's not even sexist, it's satirical. Yeah, like I mentioned, the depression, the anxiety, the low self-esteem, those are very tough things to combat when you're getting into a serious relationship. So when she says sweet things like, "Honey, I really see a future with us," the best thing I can come up with is, "Slow down, let's take a look at me on paper." I'm a white male. It's a good start. Wait, there's more. I'm an unemployed amateur comic. Come from a broken home. With no college degree to my name. My 50% contribution to the gene pool? Subpar. But she's a real sweet girl, and she goes, "John, you have such a good heart, and that's so hard to come by." So how shitty of us to tell her heart disease runs in my family, too. Thank you all very much. My name is John Asher, and Jeff McMahon is back up here.